My name is Brett Campbell. I'm with Washington State Department of Labor and Industries. Basically, I'm with the government. I'm here to help you guys today. All right, no laughs. That's good. So thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to come out and talk to you guys this morning a little bit about who we are, what we do, and how we can benefit you guys in the ag industry a little bit. I don't think we get enough marketing dollars spent on what we actually do for you guys and how we can come into your places of business and help create some of these programs. So I'm going to kind of dive into this, all the services that you guys have access to through the state. And so we'll kind of get started here. How many, just show of hands, have been through a DOSH consultation before with us? So a couple of us, a lot of people don't. For those who haven't, consultation is basically a proactive approach to reducing your injuries and illnesses in your workplace, right? And we do that as consultants by helping you guys understand the WISHA rules, the WAC codes. How many of you guys ever read a WAC rule before and understood it? Pretty hard to understand. There's a bunch of them. I think last time I looked, there was 63,000 WAC codes in our state. Under agriculture vertical, the 307 chapter, I think I read there was 40 some odd thousand, so you guys are a big chapter to deal with. There is a lot of ag codes. Sometimes they don't make sense. So that's where consultants kind of step in. We can help understand those, provide you with the intent behind what they mean, and then make sure you guys implement those standards in your businesses. We also help with protecting your employees and reducing your workman comp claims. The way we do this is we offer you guys 4 different types of consultation services. And I will say they're all free. Everyone's kind of familiar with our compliance team, the individuals that come out unannounced to your guys' workplaces. If they identify hazards or issues with your facilities, you usually have a monetary citation or a monetary penalty associated with those. Under the consultation team, we're a little bit different. We're the other side of the house. The only way you guys get to see me come out to your places of business is you have to invite us out. So as consultants, 1, we don't just show up unannounced and do visits for you guys. And number 2, we don't issue citations or penalties. So if we do identify hazards at your facilities, rest assured there is no monetary penalty coming along with that. What we do ask is that you guys get those hazards abated, and it's a simple process that we work through with you on that. We offer 4 different types of consultations, safety being my discipline, that is my baby, that's what I work in. We also offer industrial hygiene consultations, ergonomics consultations, and risk management consultations. We'll kind of get into each one here as we go. So safety consultation, this is my baby, this is kind of what I do. When I come out, there's a couple different things that are gonna happen with you guys or take place. One of the first things that I'm gonna work with you guys on is physical protections, physical standards, making sure your employees are protected, machine guarding, fall protection standards, confined space standards, all that fun stuff. I can help understand or get you guys templates. As a state agency, I have access to thousands of different templates you guys can use to help create some of these programs that are required in our state. The second thing is I'm going to take a look at your guys' accident prevention program. Every business in the state of Washington is required to have an accident prevention program. It has to be effective in practice and tailored to your guys' business operations. I have multiple ones that I can send to you guys. There's no reason to try to recreate the wheel. If it's already been invented somewhere else and it's working, why not take that information and try to implement into your guys' places of businesses? So I can help assist in that. After I review your APP, we will do what's called a walk around or a hazard identification process. I will literally walk around your guys' businesses with you and identify as many hazards as we can. We like to call this a full service consultation. Wall to wall, floor to ceiling, we're going to want to take a look at anything and everything we can. The more we find, the better off you guys will be in the end of it. And we like to, or at least I do, is create these partnerships with you guys, not just as a one-time consultation, but coming out on a 12-month cycle. Another benefit in getting a safety consultation is if you do get a full service, I remove you from what's called a scheduled inspection from our compliance team. So every business has a NAICS code that's associated with them. The compliance team on a quarterly basis picks a certain NAICS code, and then they list all the businesses that are under that, and they just start checking them off and going door to door and doing inspections. I'll throw this little caveat out there with you guys as well right now. If you haven't been inspected by compliance, there's 13 new individuals for our compliance team that are strictly dedicated to agricultural businesses. So we still have our regular compliance team that goes out and doing all the other businesses, but this new group that just started, they're just going to be start knocking on all your guys' doors. So you will see an increase in activity from our compliance team. So it is very much a benefit to have me come out and get you removed from that scheduled inspection. That way they don't even show up in the first place. They will still be able to come out for what's called ACR, accidents, complaints, and referrals, but their focus will be very narrowed on what they're trying to look at. It's that individual accident. They won't take a look at your whole facility, basically, on those. After we do a hazard identification, we'll walk around, try to identify as many as we can. If we do identify them as consultants, I work with you guys to get those abated. I can give you best advice, best practices, recommendations, things I've seen other facilities do, bring it into you guys and have them abated that way. And I usually start out with about 30 days. We have the ability to extend that out if certain hazards can't be abated in a certain amount of time, i.e. electrical standards. Sometimes it takes a while to get those guys out to your facilities. We understand that. I don't want to mess up your business in this process, so I'll extend it out to 120, 204, however many days it needs to get these hazards fixed. We just want them removed without penalty. And then just understanding your basic safety and health rules. Like I mentioned, WSHA, 63,000 WAC codes. My job to come out to your facility is to help you guys understand what those mean and why they're important. I deal with these WAC codes day in, day out. If I don't know the answer, I have this whole technical specialty team behind me that I can ask them, hey, explain this WAC code to me and this employer so we can help understand it a little bit better. And then it's a general discussion with you guys about your business. I want to understand your guys' business and how I can help you in the safety arena of it. Sitting down and honestly just having a good conversation. It's nothing too formal. I'm not having you sign paperwork saying you're agreeing to all this stuff. It's just you and I talking for a safety consultation. The other type of consultations you guys can get is our industrial hygienist consultation. These individuals are more focused for your chemical use and storage, your confined spaces, noise exposure, biologics, air quality controls, hearing conservation programs for some of you. These individuals can come out if you're having loud noises taking place at your facilities. They can hook your employees up with decimeters and give you an 8-hour TWA on your decibel levels, or a TWA, time-weighted average, on your decibels that your employees are exposed to. These individuals can give that data monitoring services to you to help reduce or remove some of those exposures that your employees are faced with. The newest one that we have is ergonomics consultation. So these individuals right now are kind of focused on the airline industry. They're just kind of getting started with the repetitive tasks that those airline baggage handlers deal with. But I can guarantee you, as this ergonomics situation grows, it will start getting implemented into the ag world as well. Line pickers, there's a ton of jobs, a ton of tasks that require repetitive tasks with you guys. So these individuals are tasked with creating the best workflow for your employees and the process, or employees and a machine, or employees and a procedure. They can take a look at repetitive task motions and figure out a better process flow. Strains and sprains are the biggest cause for premium insurance rates to go up with you guys. The reason for that, these are the most types of accidents that cause employees to miss a lot of work. You cut your finger, you put a Band-Aid on, you're back to work within a couple minutes, right? If you pull your back out from repetitive tasks, or you pull a muscle, you tend to have to step back from work for periods of time to recover. Sometimes those get categorized as time loss accidents. When you have a time loss accident against your company, it is the most costly type of claim you guys can have. So having an ergonomics individual coming out and help with reducing some of these claim costs with you guys can go a long way. Our last one that we deal with is risk management. Now, I usually have a risk manager here with me that kind of goes through this process and explains it, so I'm going to try my best. I don't really get involved in the risk management side of things, but these individuals, they don't necessarily have to come out to your guys' facilities, but they can take a look at your insurance premiums, your jobs classifications, your workman comp claims, making sure that you guys are paying the correct way, if it's classified the right way, should you KOS them versus just putting on different types of claims, permanent partial disability type claims. They can help you identify where you guys can save money into this program. This is a short and sweet presentation from me this morning, so I know you guys are all hungry. This is our contact information. There's your 4 consultants in our region, that's it, and then we have 2 risk managers. So if you guys are interested in a safety consultation or any other type of consultation, I highly recommend that you reach out to one of us. We all travel through Region 5, so I am your local coordinator or local consultant here out of the Union Gap office, but I travel all the way to the border, all the way down to the river. So I'm willing to go where we need to go for you guys, okay? Any questions, comments, concerns, issues that we got going on? Well, thank you guys so very much for your time. I appreciate the opportunity to come out and talk to you this morning.